Hello everybody and welcome back to Path of Exile 2. We are going to be doing some more with our frozen boomstick guy. Oh, what am I doing? I'm over here. I'm trying to buy one of these because I'm running low on like I have several of these, but they all have modifiers I just really don't want. And unfortunately, there isn't really much of a way to fix that. So yeah, I'll put that there for now, and then we can do like that, and then we can do like that. I can live with that. And then, I don't really like doing these closed-in areas. We can probably do the Riverside there. That wouldn't be bad. Yeah, let's do the Riverside. We'll pop that in there like that. And then we'll run through the Riverside map. See how that goes. Alright, up and up and up. So this is our frozen boomstick build, if you haven't seen these videos before. Basically just trying to freeze everything as best we can. The reason I like this build is because it's an ice build. It makes it so that it reduces the incoming damage because things get frozen very quickly, which means they get stuck in place. Which means they have a much harder time doing anything to you. Now we do have Rapid Shot set up with a similar freezing ability. Oh! We're getting a little bit of, there must be some, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, because of course they're shooting fire bolts and my fire is my weakest thing right now. Maybe that was what it was. Shrine was damaging me instead of them. Okay, continue on, and away we go. Oh, die. There we go. Continuing on. Apologies for the last couple of days of videos if you watch on a regular basis. My wife has returned to a schedule that is now going to be variable again, and so being able to schedule when I'm going to do this stuff is going to require a little bit more paying attention now. But I mean, her schedule changed at the last minute. Like I didn't find out. She doesn't get her schedules until Sunday, which makes it very difficult to plan things if she ends up working a Monday and then having Tuesday and Wednesday off. It's like, well, okay. There's not much I can do to mitigate schedule issues when her stuff changes that way. I generally try to not do video recordings when she's home, just because it requires quiet in the house, and it's just kind of rude to have to expect. Wow. Okay, that was bullshit. It's just kind of rude to take over the whole house trailer. I live in an RV, if you didn't know. It's kind of rude to just take over the entire trailer. Even if I am, even if this is kind of my job, as little as it pays. As little as it pays, just like any small business, it takes a long time. It takes years, usually, to start making a profit. So, we'll see. All depends on if I can. If I can be interesting enough to grow the channel to the point where I actually start making some decent cash. Oh, always forget that it does that. For whatever reason, it always, instead of just defaulting to the last thing that you had selected, it defaults to the basic shot. I don't know why I'm taking so much damage. All right, we're gonna switch over to the rapid shot here. Man, everything here just seems to hit so hard. I mean, I don't really have that much in the way of hit points, but it's like it hasn't felt like it's that much of an issue. This particular map, there's something going on. I don't know if maybe there's some chaos damage included in some of this stuff, and it's just like slamming me. I don't know. I have reasonably okay chaos resistance compared to what you would normally have. need to keep my distance a little bit, I think. I can generally kill things with the explosions. That's usually what we're trying to do. We're using our Herald of Ice. And we're going to switch over to there's a rare there, so we're going to switch over to our Rapid Shot, build up some heat so that we can kill the thing quickly. There we go. That works. Well, we definitely don't need a Gemini bow. This is not the build you're looking for. I'll take that. Alright, cool. Off we go this way. I don't know, everything here is just, it feels like it's hitting really hard. I don't know if I'm just not freezing fast enough or what the deal is. There we go. Just gonna start building. There's 2 rares up here, so I'm just gonna start building up our heat so we can get our max damage from. This is supposed to be the primary ability of this build, but I get tired of having to like constantly hold this to keep the charge up, so I switched over to the Boomstick side of things. I added the Boomstick side, the Frost Shards or whatever it's called, so that I thought we were gonna be closer than that. Because if you want to keep your heat up, you basically have to walk around like this the whole time. Kind of annoying. So I switch over to my Frost. I switch over to my Frost Shards for most of the time. We're just taking care of like the small stuff. That is so annoying. I'm not even getting a chance to do anything. And we can freeze him. I really don't like this. I really don't like the whole. I really don't like that because it's just. You get unlucky with where the thing goes, and maybe your reaction time's a little bit too slow, and you kind of get screwed. I don't foresee using this because, well, I don't know. Let's check. Hold on. Can I get no 975 versus that? And so no. And then we'll disenchant that. And then we'll go ahead and do all of that. I'll put this away. I'm just trying to offload all of my stuff before I start screwing around with this thing. Why did this go there? That's okay. Whatever. Okay. What am I doing? We're just gonna see if we can get. Yeah, I already don't. Well, I mean, it's all suffixes left, so it's possible we could get some resistances. So if we did that, we're going to give up a little bit of life. We're going to give up... I mean, technically... I don't know. It probably end up being the same, because once we dump a bunch of body armor shards into this, it'll definitely be better than the 560 and 503 that's there, but we're going to lose the fire resistance, and fire is, like, really what we're hurting for, so... Like, we're so close, and I have the chaos stuff here. I don't really want to have to switch these out, so... We would lose 24. I can't really take these cold ones out. And it's all fire and cold on our things here anyway, so yeah, we're just kind of stuck with what we have. This could... I don't want to give up the life, and I don't really need the spirit, so... Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do anything with that. So, anyways, that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click the like button, subscribe to help us reach 10,000 subscribers. Join as a member for early access to videos, among other perks. Or you can just leave YouTube's version of a tip with the thanks button. I also have PayPal and Patreon links if you want to go outside of YouTube for that. So again, thanks for watching. Be sure to come back for the next video, and I'll see you then.